Okay, number 13 on your worksheet asks you to graph and find the intercepts. Since this is in slope-intercept form, I'm going to graph using slope-intercept form. My number without the x is the y-intercept. My y-intercept is 0, -1. That comes from saying y equals -0 minus 1. So y equals 0 minus 1, or -1. The y-intercept comes from letting x equal 0. I just wrote that the wrong way. So the y-intercept comes from letting x equaling 0. And then we'll put that on the graph. 0, -1 is right there. It's down 1 on the y-axis. So let's make some space here. Lost my intercept, so put that back. My slope is also -1, which means I'm going to go down 1 over 1 for all my points. If my slope was -4, I wouldn't go down 4 over 4. The idea is anytime I have an integer, like -1, an integer is always divided by 1. So if my slope is -1, I'm going down 1 over 1. If my slope was -4, then I'd be going down 4 over 1. -2 would be -2 over 1, etc. So I can draw my graph. I can also go the other direction, up 1, left 1. Make sure that a negative slope has a decreasing graph. So my graph is going down to the right, not down to the left. Down to the right makes a decreasing graph, and so that's the equation y equals -x minus 1. I already have my y-intercept. My y-intercept is -1. I can find my x-intercept on the graph. That's where it crosses the x-axis at -1, 0. It is not always easy to see from the graph exactly what the number is. We don't want you guessing if you can't tell. We want you to plug it in. So if I'm trying to find the y-intercept, I'm going to let y equal 0. 0 equals -x minus 1, and I'm going to solve that equation. So +1 + 1, 1 equals -x, divided by -1, -1 equals +x.